set rules, set laws. We represent for the lords of yards. A gal alone I feel up my. From them a power in a chichiman.
Yeah, alright, everyone. Welcome to content. I said content craft? No, it's not content craft. Welcome to Ancient Iduu. This is a place where we come every now and then, occasionally and sometimes regularly, to do what we know how to do best. And what is that? We usually come up here to give you nothing but the true story the way it should be said, with no fear of favor coming from any side. That is why we are Ancient Iduu. We decided to run this test transmission on our new platform, not new per se, but in its entirety new. Yeah, we we are observing excellent broadcast streaming. The frames are not dropping, the data is excellent and is consistent compared to what we usually experience from the previous platform that we run this program on. So today, a lot has gone down the drain, and a lot is still obviously going down the drain. And we have decided to pop in here at this time of the day to make a couple of observations, more especially that which has to do with the ongoing genocide against the Christian population of Nigeria. Alright? So you feel me now? That is the reason why we decided to be here today, to show up here today, to do the needful. So everyone, we are going to talk more about what's going on in Nigeria, the denial by the authorities and by those who claim that they are superior to everyone, that their law, the so-called Sharia law, which is a law of terrorism, is far superior than the law of a secular state. Alright? They want to have their own Sharia republic, superimpose it on others when the boundaries is clear. Everyone has their own limitation, but they want to use Islam to muscle up everyone, not just to convert them to their own so-called religion, but to totally annihilate them. And they keep screaming Allah Akbar all the time that their God is superior. So I thought within me that when the American congressman gets to Nigeria, Riley and others, that they will rally around to eliminate these men, the so-called Islamic bandits, terrorists of Nigeria, led by the terrorist government of the APC. Nigeria is a corrupt zone. We always say this with no apology to anyone. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is a cocoon of darkness. With all the denials, when this congressman landed Nigeria, do you know what happened? Everybody disappeared. The Boko Haram, the Islamic Brotherhood, the ISIS West Africa, the ISWAP, the main ISIS from Iran, from the Maghreb, from Mauritania, all over the Sahel, that's in Nigeria. They have 22 terrorist organizations in Nigeria, 22. And each of these organizations have various splinter groups, so they are littered like bed bugs all over the entire land, armed, encouraged by the Nigerian government. Not just the Nigerian government alone, but I can tell you with all assurance that Saudi Arabia is behind it. Iran is behind it. Qatar is behind it. Every Arab country or nations of the world is directly behind it. So America got involved. Everyone started denying that they are not part of it. Huh? African Union President Mahmoud, the evil man, he said there is no Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. The useless man called Professor Piero Lumumba, the man that looks like a black goat. I have no apology. This is ancient Iduu. Lumumba came out and said there is no genocide going on in Nigeria, that America wants to invade Nigeria. Lumumba, may God punish you. Lumumba, why don't you go to Nigeria? Why don't you go to the pressure point where these things are happening? Idiots everywhere. This is ancient Iduu. We don't care about who you are. Feel offended with our broadcast. We don't give a damn about that. Lumumba openly said there's no genocide. But Riley Moore went there, the American rep member. He went there. What he saw, he said, is unbelievable. We are going to rebroadcast this thing, alright? Because this is just a test. But because we have been so silent for a very long time, that's why we are blasting out like this. Do you know what Riley Moore said when he got back to America? Fox News is online. We'll bring everything here. We are coming back. He said what he saw there was unbelievable. Nobody will believe it. Now, the videos is going viral all over the United States. People are shocked with what is going on there. Now, I want to ask Lumumba, that evil man. Lumumba, this one is for you. Anybody that sees this broadcast and get offended, we don't care, you can go to hell. And another professor that is annoying me right now is Jeffrey Sachs. He's a white man, but a very evil man. Look at the ongoing killings going on in Nigeria, all over Africa. The killings going on in Nigeria. Jeffrey Sachs has said nothing about it. Every now and then he comes out to accuse Trump administration. Oh, the world is rising. Thank God to China. China has demolished the American economy. America is struggling. China is taking over the world without shooting a bullet into any neighbor's backyard, and so on. What is China doing in the Pacific, in the South China Sea? What is China? Jeffrey Sachs, this message is for you. It seems that you idiots, whenever you have professor to your name, you behave like fools. Jeffrey Sachs, what is China doing all over the airspace of Japan? Is that not terrorism? You are so educated that you hate the truth. I believe that you, Jeffrey Sachs, you are under the payroll of the evil system, of CCP, of the PLA army. You are under the payroll of Russia. You are under the payroll of the Islamic world because you are so evil that you hate to say the truth. Yes, America could be bad and so on, but there's no nation on earth that has ever addressed the genocides of Christians going on. Nobody. Even the almighty China and India. They said Nigeria is peaceful. America wants to destroy the country. But in China, Xi Jinping never gave any room to the Uyghur Muslims. He jailed them, every one of them. He called them terrorists. In India is fighting Canada today. Bring back the leader of the Sikh Muslim, that he's a terrorist. But in Nigeria, we have 22 terrorist organizations slaughtering people from the day one they started today. They have killed roughly 200,000 Christians. And India says Nigeria is peaceful. India. What's his name? Narendra Modi. If that is what you call peace, may that happen to you people in India. May India be engulfed with Islamic bandits terrorism. May India be erased from the global map. If you're watching this program, share it, make it go viral. Let it get to Bombay, New Delhi, so that the Indians will look at themselves. That is why Trump insulted you people. And I believe in Trump. I strongly believe in Trump. He calls a spade a spade. He doesn't give a damn about who you are. Look at what is going on in Nigeria. India can shamelessly come out through their media, Vantage and Wire, to say Nigeria is peaceful. Trump wants to invade it. Shameless people. I thought those that have a fair skin, like the white Caucasians, Asiatic people, they are honest enough to stand on the side of truth. But thank God to Jeffrey Sachs, China and India, they have proven that you people are so useless. The truth has no color. The truth has no race. A black man can stand up and say the truth the way Trump is saying it. And that black man is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He's saying it with no fear or favor. Trump is saying it. He doesn't give a damn about anyone. Trump said, he believes in peace through strength. And if it means blowing up the world with his bombs, the American bombs, to get peace, he will do it. He will do it. And we support him for that. Look at the nonsense going on. Riley Moore said he was shocked. There was a woman he met. The entire family, 5 children, beheaded, slaughtered by Islamic terrorists shouting Allah Akbar. The woman was pregnant and she survived. She lives in the IDP camp. Every now and then, Nigerian Air Force goes to the IDP camp to bomb them. We have the videos. We will bring everything here, right on this channel. We don't give a damn about who you are. And Lumumba is there saying that's a lie. It's a lie. Nigeria is peaceful. Lumumba, the man that speaks like a demonic goat. Is this what you call peace in Kenya? That is why we have another idiot in Kenya in the name of William Rotten Ruto. Look at the Kenyan people. Look at what is going on in Kenya. Every day, Ruto comes out to speak English like Lumumba. Black men. Good for nothing. As your skin is black, so is your soul black. You can't think. Black will see white and call it evil. That is how black people are. Look at the reports coming out from America. They went to Nigeria to investigate it. And the so-called Christian Association of Nigeria, the useless people that got paid to promote evil. The Christian Association of Nigeria came out and they debunked Christian killing, Christian genocide in Nigeria. They said it's a lie. But they forgot that the bombing of the church in Madala, Suleja, on a Christmas day, on the 25th of December, they blew up the church and slaughtered everybody. It is on video. It came out on all global medias. Christian Association of Nigeria said it is a lie. Nothing like that. Lumumba came out and said it is a lie. Nothing like that. This is how evil the black people are. I'm waiting to see what America will do to Nigeria. Then when America is done with Nigeria, you see the remnant of China in Nigeria, we will chase them away. We will chase them back to their country. We don't need China in Nigeria and Africa at large. We will chase them away permanently. China and India must go back to their countries. Very evil people. Evil people to the core that they will see the truth. They can never ever say the truth. But they don't want such in their land. Today, India is at a loggerhead with Canada. They returned the leader of the Muslim group. He's a terrorist. He is a terrorist. Jeffrey Sachs only comes out to speak English to tell us about how economy is growing. Jeffrey Sachs, this question is for you. You are a professor. So you should be sensible enough to answer this question. Jeffrey Sachs, what is the economic impact of a country or a nation with no population, with no citizens, with everybody dead? Tell me, will the economy ever rise? Stupid white man. Stupid white man. Will the economy rise when there are no humans? Who will be the humans that will enjoy a thriving, successful economy? Jeffrey Sachs, white professor indeed. Madman. Cold-blooded reptile. Who? You are there preaching around the world, telling the world how China is becoming successful. Becoming successful by destroying the entire Africa through their useless BRI, Belt and Road Initiative. Building the African Union office in Ethiopia, putting microphones and sensors and cameras everywhere, stealing information from Africa. Jeffrey Sachs, is that the way development is done? Can that happen in your country, Jeffrey Sachs? Can it happen in your country? I don't blame you. I blame the Africans because they are useless. Africans are useless. I don't blame you. Why do we have engineers in Africa? Why do we have structural engineers in Africa? We have them, but they cannot build a building for themselves. They will call China to come and build it. Nigeria as a nation had radio station in Nigeria before China ever had one. But look at Nigeria today. Look at China today. You bring your Jesus crisis and your Muhammad crisis into Africa to give them salvation. Mad people litter the land with your so-called useless religion. And look at Africa today. Everyone is attacking. Oh, Europeans, they brought Christianity, they brought their Jesus to us. They destroyed our land. Europeans are the problem. Africans see people like a disgrace. Not just to human beings, but also to animals. Before the Europeans ever came or set their foot into Africa to rule Africa, who had been in Africa, ruling Africa for thousands of years? It was Islam that first of all got into Africa. All the years Islam ruled Africa, can Africa show me one human being, one man or one woman of importance in the world, in the entire world? The answer is no. Can Islam, the Arab, account for millions and millions, if not close to billions of people that Islam decimated, annihilated, wiped out? Can Islam bring it? The answer is no. Instead, they gave you a religion and said, you must go out and keep killing Africans, and you loved it. You embraced it because you Africans are useless. We don't give a damn about how you feel. This is Ancient Iduu, and we tell you the narrative the way we want to tell it to you. You can get offended. You can get all mad. It's none of our business. And it will never ever be our business. We don't care. Okay? This is Ancient Iduu. Mad people everywhere. We are coming back. We will bring videos to show you people what what Riley Moore said, the U.S. House of Rep member. What he said. They went there. They didn't do it over Zoom meeting. It wasn't Zoom. It wasn't through any camera. They went there in person into Nigeria. Let them go and see what is going on. They went to the troubled zones. Reverend Kuka or Bishop Kuka, a top preacher in Nigeria, I think he's from the Catholic faith or whatsoever, in charge of the Nigerian Christians. Kuka came out and said, he made a broadcast of more than 2 hours. He addressed the world that Nigeria is peaceful. Everyone is living in love and harmony. There is no Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. That is what Bishop Kuka said. That is what that evil man said. Bishop Kuka, Gas Kuka, the devil in cassock called Bishop Kuka. He came out and he said so. But the Americans didn't buy it. They didn't buy into it. It spiraled out of control. They decided to come down to Nigeria. And they went to Nigeria. They didn't see Bishop Kuka. They went straight to the troubled zone. They saw everything. Bishop Kuka came out and said, oh, he didn't say that. It was an error. It was a misinterpretation. Look at Nigerians. Black people are evil. Let's put it that way. We are not black. We are Iduu. We are the melanated ones. We are not black. Do you know what black is? Black is this color. Black is this color. Black is this. We are not black. Black is evil. Bishop Kuka, almighty Bishop Kuka that hears from Jesus. Chris Oyakilome that hears from, I will bring his video here also. Chris Oyakilome. He said, God has nothing to do with poor people. That you have to be rich for God to address you. That is why Reverend Chris Okotie or Pastor Chris Okotie, no, not Okotie, Oyakilome. That is why he had never said anything about the ongoing genocide in Nigeria. He had never said anything about it. He's silent. Because the man, Reverend Ezekiel, that is complaining, is a poor man. So he had already told Ezekiel that God has no business with poor people. That's why Oyakilome said nothing about it. Kumuyi came out, the so-called Deeper Life pastor. He said that there is no genocide going on in Nigeria. These are top men of God, so-called God, that people listen to. But the Americans didn't buy into these people's story. Do you know why? The Americans have seen more than enough, and they knew those men were lying. That is why Riley Moore and others decided to go to Nigeria. Do you know what they called it? They called it a fact-finding mission. They went there. They didn't see Oyakilome. They didn't see Kuka. They did not go and look for, what's his name, Kumuyi or Adeboye. They never did that. They went there direct to see things for themselves. And all the social media content makers from Nigeria that came out to say Nigeria is peaceful. Majority of them. What do they have to say now? The news is out there. The Americans saw it. They took the videos back home. China, that is making noise. Lumumba, that is talking trash. African Union President Mahmoud, that is talking trash. What happened to them? What are they going to do now? What are you people going to do now? I know why I had to deviate to mention the name of certain preachers in Nigeria. I know why. Now that the Americans got down to Nigeria, they saw the truth. They took it. They went back home. What are you people going to say now? Kuka jumped out. I am sorry. I am deeply sorry. I never meant that. Kuka, Gas Kuka, the devil in cassock. It is late. It's far too late for you, Gas Kuka. Your stories cannot buy this one away now. You are apologizing. Apologize for what? When you made 2 hours address of what's going on in Nigeria, you denied the truth. You took it out. There's no genocide. Almost 200,000 Christians slaughtered. 19,000 churches, more than 19,000 churches burnt down. And that is not genocide to you. Kuka, you went to school. Education is a virus to the black people. In fact, not to black people, to humanity. Because if I want to say black people, I'll just remember Jeffrey Sachs. He's a pure Caucasian, a pure white man. He has never said anything about the ongoing killing. All Jeffrey Sachs talks about is, oh, China is the new economy. He's so educated. He's so educated. And he has advised various governments of the world. When we talk about government, we are talking about top G20 nations, top NATO nations. He has advised them, government advisor. So tell me, what is the difference between Jeffrey Sachs and your slave master? If we are back in the slave days, Jeffrey Sachs will be a terrible slave leader. Terrible slave master. That is what he will be. And Lumumba will be a terrible slave saboteur that will betray his people and keep selling his people into the plantations every time. And they told us, we Africans, they want to invade our land. And they went with their Jesus and their Bible is killing us. And we talk about great African men like Dr. Hastings, Kamo Zobanda. And look at the nonsense that is coming out from his mouth. Every time you speak English. But the English that you speak, it does not translate positivity on your immediate community. Zero impact. And you call yourself a professor. Go to Europe. Go to the West. Look at what professors did to make those countries great. Lumumba. Shameless black goats. Talking trash every time. This is ancient Iduu. We are coming with videos to support what we just did here now. I know when the videos comes out, many of you are black people. You don't think. You don't think. But don't worry. A whitewash is coming. Every rotten cell within the African land as a whole will be taken out. Mad people everywhere. Mad reptiles everywhere. You appoint Jeffrey Sachs. You appoint economy. People are dying. We have economy. People are dying. China is busy supplying weapons to kill us. They are killing. China is busy ruining Africa, turning it upside down. Jeffrey Sachs, you say it's development. It's development. Let me tell you, Jeffrey Sachs, so that you will get to know, because I know that you know. Great Britain is one of the countries, or if not the only country apart from Japan, that developed the entire world. Great Britain. They colonized like 99 countries of the world. And in each of these countries that they colonized, they built cities, built roads, gave them education, and left. France did the same. But whenever France wants to go, France will burn everything down, destroy it, and leave. Japan did the same. Japan never destroyed. It was the Second World War that destroyed Japan. Apart from Japan, it's only Great Britain that does such around the world. Now, Jeffrey Sachs, tell me, how many countries have China or India stepped into and they built it to the modern standard? Jeffrey Sachs, the question is for you. White, stupid professor. You're a professor. What did you see that you became a professor? Corruption. Mad people everywhere. They are using you to deceive the world. And you are complying. That was how we got challenged when we said Africa's name is not A.I.R. Some stupid blacks across the globe, entire globe, more especially the ones in America, they got offended. Oh, he's a racist. He's trying to destroy the work of Dr. Ante Diop. Do you think we give a damn about your title? Wake Ante Diop up from his grave and ask him again. Is the land Africa, Arkebulan? Answer me. My people that don't know their history. That's why Jeffrey Sachs is there preaching rubbish. Lumumba is there preaching rubbish. China is there saying there is no genocide in Africa. And another one that wants to talk trash. I was just waiting for him to complete his madness so we can address him here. We used to praise him before. His name is Ibrahim Traore. We used to praise him before. We are just watching. Talk trash about this thing so that we'll tell you the history of how terrorists left your land and they came to our land. And even up to this moment, you said there is no terrorists in Burkina Faso, but they have safe passage to go through the Sahel till they get to their final destination, Nigeria. You don't stop them when they are passing through your country to Nigeria. But you can make noise. Make your noise so that we can address you. You can check all our programs. We have been praising him. But over this issue, this case of the ongoing genocide in Nigeria and the attempt of Trump to end it, all of you rise up. This is Iduu. No matter how good you have been, we will disgrace you here. We don't give a damn about who you are. The killings that is going on in Nigeria must stop. The genocide must stop. And anybody that says there's no genocide, we'll bring that person here, we'll tear that person down. That's why we are ancient Iduu. Okay? Get that into your brain and let's face reality together. If there is no genocide going on in Nigeria, then let what is going on in Nigeria have a legal foothold in your country. Then we will believe that truly there is no genocide. My people everywhere. With this, we have come to the end of the broadcast for today. This is Ancient Iduu, and we do things the way we need to do it. Thank you all. We'll see you all in the next one.